All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jung Lo, the owner of a Dragon House. Today is February 21st?
22nd.
22nd. I have Ronny Tsutsui next to me, officially signed to fighting on our upcoming event, Dragon House 25, at the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. So it's going to be a big start card. So Ronny, good to have you on board. Officially having you fought on my show again. You made your professional debut on my show, and you fought on one of my co-promotional and URCC last month, taking a really hard loss. So let's talk a little bit about what you thought after you lost that fight.
You know, after I heard the decision, I didn't agree with it, but I understand the decision because a point was deducted from the first round. Nothing was taken away from my pride or me being as a fighter. You know, I believe that I did win. I felt like I did enough to actually come back and win from the scorecards. That being said, you know, I learned some valuable lessons. I got some experience out there, and it makes me that much hungrier to go out there and solidify who I believe that I am as a fighter, and you know, to get the knockout this time. So
get the redemption back.
The redemption back, yeah.
So it's funny because I watching you do your amateur, and then now you're professional, pro records 1-1. Let's talk a little bit about what got you into fighting.
You know, fighting, I've always been a huge fan of competitive sports, and I wrestled in high school for 4 years, and then I wrestled in college also. And I always liked that fighting was a mixture of wrestling, but with the strikes. Fighting has always been in my family also. My Uncle George is a 4-time world Muay Thai champion. My father, you know, he was pro and won many championships. My Uncle Randy, my Uncle Jamie. Fighting has always been in our family. And just me growing up around them, you know, training when I was younger and watching them, you know, it gave me motivation, and I had my own motivation also, just personally, just going out there and wanting to fight. I grew up in Vallejo and got in some street fights when I was younger, but I wanted to harness more of a more combat sports in the sports way, and I felt like that was better, and I've just been able to take it. It's totally changed my life, and I love every second of it. I love fights. I watch it, train it every day. Can't get enough of it.
It's interesting watching you. So I know you for a while. I know your uncle for a long time, plus more than a decade. You know, George, and one of the OGs. So you're a wrestler as your growing up, as your background, but I think primarily your uncle, your families come from a Muay Thai background.
Muay Thai, yeah.
So where is the gym located?
Our gym is actually located in Concord. It's 981 Bancroft Road. It's been there for, I think, over 20 years. Had that gym.
Definitely one of the OGs in the Bay, you know, because Dragon House just made 20 years last November.
Oh, nice.
And I know George is definitely out there with me, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the OGs. Now, coming off a hard loss, and you face opponent this upcoming fight, Bo Hamilton.
Yeah.
He's coming off a spectacular win at Bellator and got a KO finished against a very game opponent from San Jose, aka. So what's your thought on fighting a very seasonal opponent like him?
You know what, at first when I found out his record, I wasn't really too intimidated by his record, but then I started thinking about, you know, that's actually a lot of experience someone has, 9 professional fights, you know, and I just have 1.
He fought all the top dogs in the Bay Area.
All the top dogs.